we will just go at our own pace. You can do this within 1 year, or you can do this within 2 years. That is up to you. You can go at your own pace, but I'm basically starting with Jay, and I haven't really set a timeline on how long we want this to go by. It's kind of like, we're just gonna do it at our comfortable pace, but I decided to share this with you. So basically, what Money Mandala is it's a interactive teaching method where you learn different methods of learning specific words and keywords through mind maps. So these are some of the mind maps that you can see on here. I will add the link, and you can DM me if you want the link to the website, which has all the charts that we will be using throughout this course. And today we are starting with Canto 1 of Srimad Bhagavatam. And as we go on, the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam has 19 chapters. So ideally, if you're doing this within a year, then you will be completing 19 chapters in 19 days, and so on. And then chapter 2 has 10 chapters. So the way the course is placed is you do 12 cantos within 12 months. But since every canto has a different number of chapters, for example, Canto 1 has 19 chapters, we would do the first, you would start, say you start on January 1st, or you start on the 5th, whatever day you start on, that would be your day 1. And then 19 days from that, you would be completing the first 19 chapters, and the remainder of that month, you would go into chapter 10, which is one of the longest Canto 10, which is one of the longest cantos. It has about 90 chapters, and Canto 10 is one of the most beautiful cantos because it's all about Krishna Lila. So how we do it to combine the full Srimad Bhagavatam so that you can, once you get to Canto 10, you're not stuck on it for 90 days, and also you get that Leela every month, which makes it a lot sweeter, because some cantos can be, more philosophical than Leela, and of course anyone who loves Krishna wants to know more about his Leela, and the philosophy can get a bit dry in middle. So the way Mother Yashoda programmed it is that we would do 19 chapters, and then the remainder 11 days of the month you would start reading Canto 10. And then in Canto 2 you would read 10 chapters, and then read another 20 chapters of Canto 10. So goes onward. So the first thing that we learn when we start our Srimad Bhagavatam process is we memorize the titles of each chapter as we go along. It's very simple. You can use numbers, you can use letters, you can use images, whatever is easier for you. That's kind of how you can remember. So for Jay, I was teaching him Canto 1, Chapter 1. Do you remember what it is, Jay?
Yeah.
What is it?
Chapter 1. This is when it is.
And this is literally, we're live right now, but this is literally me just repeating it over and over again when we read Chapter 1, and he already remembers it by heart. And it's a small thing, but it kind of, just knowing the title of the chapter, eventually over time, when you constantly read, it becomes a habit where you remember, oh, what was in Canto 1? It was Questions by the Sages was the first chapter, and it kind of summarizes in your mind and makes compartments of you to remember more of what the Srimad Bhagavatam entails. Now, it has been almost over 10 years since I did this course, and I don't remember much myself either of all that we learned. but the basics, how many chapters there are in each canto, and small things, you know, still stick with you, which is the benefit of the way this course is built. So any of you who are interested in joining, we will be going live every day around this time. I will try to schedule it and make a post every single day where I will set a timing so that everyone knows when to join. But we're going to start this today, and then as we go along, if you have any questions, please DM me. And don't forget to also follow our YouTube channel. So for today, we're going to start by Chapter 1, Questions by the Sages. And at the end of this video, stay tuned because I am going to go through a summary of Canto 1, which is going to give us a basic breakdown of what we should expect. I would recommend is if you have one of those, I don't know what they call them, like magnetic little, they're like, you know, erasable magnetic, I can't remember what it's called, but a slate. Basically in India, that's what they call it. They call it a slate. I don't know what they call it other places. So, and the reason why I'm starting this course now is actually since I was pregnant with Jay, we started to keep Srimad Bhagavatam, and I started reading a little bit here and there. And I always had it in his room where all his books were. And just about, I want to say 3 months ago, he saw the Srimad Bhagavatam book, and he is the one who had the interest in wanting to read it, and he said he wants to read the big book. And he said the book with Krishna on it. So that kind of brought about this reading every day to him, a little bit here and there. And ideally, if you can't read one chapter a day, you can always start with reading one verse a day. If you can't read one verse a day, you can start by reading one line a day. If you can't read one line a day, you can start by reading one word. That is how I recommend it. Like just, and if you can't read one word, just take the book in your hands and just open it and close it. If you can start with just taking the book in your hands, opening and closing it, slowly you can get to that point of reading one word, one line, and then one verse, and maybe one chapter if that is easier for you. And one more thing I recommend is if it's too time consuming, I know everyone has busy lifestyles these days and is unable to keep up, but one thing I recommend is for beginners, if it's too much, you can always skip reading the purports and start by reading translation. Or like I said, just read one word or one line or one verse a day, just to start somewhere. The goal is not to become perfect. The goal is to start. And that's what I recommend. That's what my teacher recommended, is to just start somewhere. And I am very fortunate that I was able to be a part of this amazing program, Money Mandala, which I will explain more and more as we go on each day. But so today we are going to start with Chapter 1, and we will start by reading just the verses for today. And then as we go on, if you have any questions, please comment. And if you want to hear the purport, you can let me know and I will read the purport as well. And I'm just looking for Chapter 1 right now. Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to say Chapter 1. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, what is it? How do you say it? Questions by the Sages. So we used to do all sorts of funny, different like actions to help us remember. So like you can enact, how would you ask a question? So like questions, and then we would do sages. So sages have like a beard, so we would make like a beard movement, or like they have, you know, a top knot and a beard. So some people would do this. So it's just to make it more fun, and the more fun you're having while you're learning, you actually retain a lot more than if you were to just learn without just reading. So that is the goal of Mani Mandala, is not only to make it more fun, but also retention. How much retention can we obtain? Because there is a very simple pyramid, which is called the upside down cone. So reading is actually, when you read something, you only retain 10% of what you read. So to increase that retention, we add in actions, we add in words, we add in color, we add in drawings to make it, because what you see, hear, and read all together, that is the most retention, which you can get up to 70% retention. Okay, we're going to start with the first verse. Can you fold your hands? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Janmadhyasya
Janmadhyasya
Yatonvayat
Yatonvayat
Itaratas
Itaratas
Charteshva
Charteshva
Vigyasvarat
Vidyasvarat
Tene Brahma
Tene Brahma
Hridaya Adi Kavaye
Hridayika
Adi Kavaye
Adi Kavaye
Muyantiyat
Mudantiyat
Suraya.
Surya.
Sit up nicely, Jay, and fold your hands.
Okay.
Sit up nicely. Tejovari
Tejuai
Mridam Yatha
Medamyata
Vinimayo
Venimayo
Yatrati
Etyati
Shargo Mrisha
Shagu Misha
Dhamna Svena
Dhanasviya
Sada Nihasta
Siddhani Asta
Kuhakam
Kukam
Satyam
Satyam
Param
Param
Dhimahi.
Vishi also Onasha Vishi also Om Jimbaka.
Okay, that's for the morning. This is our nighttime, right? So we do that puja in the morning. Right now we're reading, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so, O Lord Shri Krishna, O Son of Vasudev, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes, of the creation, subsistence, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion, as one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifest by the reactions of the three modes of nature, appear factual although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent That's okay. We can fix it later, okay?
I should know.
I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, he who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Jay, if you have any questions, you can ask, okay? Keep your foot down.
I have some questions.
What question do you have?
Daddy.
What do you want me to tell you? You have to ask the question. I can't hear you. Sit up nicely and talk. What is the question?
The question is that I want to talk, that I want some money to pay it, and yes, I like money.
Right now, is it time to eat ice cream right now? No, it's not.
It's time to eat ice cream.
So Jay thinks it's time to eat ice cream, but it's not. Right now we're listening to the story, remember? So basically the first chapter covers the questions, and we're going to go through the first chapter. It is a little bit long, but bear with me. As we go on in the Srimad Bhagavatam, you will get more and more interested, because the stories that will, once they start, it becomes like you can't wait to read the next chapter. That's how it becomes. You have to bear with the process, and this is basically the introduction. Yes. So Jay needs some questions so he can talk, but he doesn't have the question, so I need to provide him with the question. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so my question is to you. Do you remember?
I have my question.
Okay, what is your question?
Momo, I need some money to buy so I can eat some ice cream.
Okay, later. We'll go to the ice cream store later.
Okay.
Okay? So the first canto basically is setting the scene for the rest of the 12 cantos, where everything took place, how, the story began, why the Srimad Bhagavatam was written. That is all in the first canto. So it's basically setting the scene. So I see. So you want me to put ice cream in the microwave and give it to him? I don't think that's a good idea still. Because then that's basically a hot milkshake, and it's almost 11 p.m. So we're not going to do that. Okay, now we're going to read the second verse. Completely rejecting all religious activities. Okay, there's a question that came for you, Jay. Who is Krishna? Do you know?
I know.
Who is he?
Daddy.
You don't know who is Krishna? Can you sit up? Really? You don't know who is Krishna? Okay. Can you guess? Do you have any guesses of who is Krishna?
No.
You don't know who is Krishna? Is Krishna your friend?
No. Yeah, he's my friend.
And does Krishna love you?
Yeah, yeah.
So then who is Krishna? Krishna is your friend. Sit up. You know where Krishna is? Can you show me?
Yeah, Daddy.
No, he's first in your heart. Did you know that? Krishna is in your heart. And did you know how big he is in your heart?
Yeah.
Do you know how big?
Yeah.
How big?
He is this big.
9 inches. He is 9 inches big in our heart. Do you know that? Did you know that? Maybe he's a little smaller in your heart because you have a smaller heart. But he's 9 inches big. Okay, so I'm going to continue. Completely rejecting all religious activities which are materially motivated, this Bhagavad Puran propounds the highest truth, which is understandable by those devotees who are fully pure in heart. The highest truth is reality distinguished from illusion, for the welfare of all. Such truth uproots the threefold miseries. This beautiful Bhagavatam, compiled by the great sage Vyasadeva. So if many of you don't know, the Srimad Bhagavatam was written by Vyasadeva, and I believe in this chapter we will find out why he wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam.
No, they also Shivji.
Yeah, there's also Shivji also comes.
I will show you.
You want to show everyone the page that you're talking about? Okay.
Did they say? Did they say?
Right here. So this book does not have many pictures, but Jay loves Shivji so much. So when we were looking through all the pictures, Jay managed to find the form of Shivji. Where is he? Can you show me?
Here.
No, that's not Shivji. That's Lord Vishnu. He's right here. Look. Remember?
Yeah. Get here.
Mm-hmm. What is the need of any other scripture?
Well, that's not Vishnu. This everything. No. This white and this white and
As soon as Jay, I'm reading. Can you please sit nicely? As soon as one attentively and submissively hears the message of Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the Supreme Lord is established within the heart. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literatures. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although it is nectarian, juicy, was already relishable for all, including liberated souls.
What is it?
It means that when Vyasadeva wrote the Srimad Bhagavatam, this Srimad Bhagavatam was already really amazing and great for everyone to read. But when Sukadeva Goswami told everyone about the Srimad Bhagavatam, especially Parikshit Maharaj, then it became even more tasty and relishable. Once in the holy place, in the forest of Naimisharanya, great sages headed by the sage Shonaka assembled to perform a great 1,000-year sacrifice for the satisfaction of the Lord and his devotees. Do you know when this 1,000-year sacrifice started, Jay?
No.
It started at the beginning of Kali Yuga, which we are in right now. One day after finishing their morning duties. Huh? I'm telling you. By burning the sacrificial fire and offering a seat of esteem to Srila Sutta Goswami, the great sages made inquiries with great respect about the following matters. The sages said, Respected Sutta Goswami, you are completely free from all vice. You are well versed in all scriptures famous for religious life and in the Puranas and the histories as well. For you have gone through them under proper guidance and have also explained them. So this right here is basically setting the scene of how Kali Yuga started, how the Srimad Bhagavatam was spoken by Sutta Goswami, previously spoken by Sukadeva Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj, and it's all the setting of right before, or you could say right when the age of Kali took place and Kali Yuga started. And as we go along, you'll understand more where the story is and the storyline, but this is basically setting the stage in the forest of Naimisharanya. Being the eldest learned Vedantist, O Sutta Goswami, you are acquainted with the knowledge of Vyasadeva, who is the incarnation of Godhead, and You also know other sages who are fully versed in all kinds of physical and metaphysical knowledge. And because you are submissive and your spiritual masters have endowed you with all favors bestowed upon a gentle disciple, therefore you can tell us that you are scientifically learned from them. Please, therefore, being blessed with many years, explain to us in an easily understandable way what you have ascertained to be the absolute and ultimate good for the people in general. So this right here are all the questions that they're presenting, the questions by all the sages that they're presenting to Sutta Goswami. So that's why this chapter is called Questions by the Sages, because the scene is being set. All the questions are being asked to Sutta Goswami, and then in chapter 2 is when Sutta Goswami will start responding to the questions. So any of you who are still joined with us here, I want you all to take a few minutes out of your time today or tomorrow. And we finished at text 9 of chapter 1. There are a few more texts. I believe there's a total of 23 texts in chapter 1. So your homework is to finish reading chapter 9 through 23. And before we end this, we can start by trying to remember a few key... Jay, what are you doing? Wait. You have to be gentle. So we stopped at text 9, and you can, in your own time, continue to read. And a few things that we can... You're welcome. And a few things that we can remember is chapter 1 is called Questions by the Sages. There are 12 cantos in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And tomorrow we will learn more things about the Srimad Bhagavatam. But for now, if everyone can try to remember two things. There are 12 cantos into the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the first chapter is called Questions by the Sages. Canto 1, Chapter 1, Questions by the Sages. And if you repeat it 5 times, 10 times, I'm sure you will remember it by the end of tomorrow. Jay, what is chapter 1 called? Do you remember? Can you repeat it with me? Canto 1, Chapter 1, Questions by the Sages. Questions by the Sages.
Chapter 1, questions by the sages.
Yes. So let's, I will decide a time for tomorrow and post it a few hours before so everyone is aware of when to join. Thank you so much for joining, and if you have any questions, please DM me directly, and if you have any input or any comments on what you would like to see next, please let me know as well. Thank you so much for joining.